future is now. Welcome to Kim West.
From procrastinator to producer. The procrastination habit catches people in a vicious cycle. Get overwhelmed, feel pressured, fear failure, try harder, work longer, feel resentful, lose motivation, and then finally procrastinate. The cycle starts with the pressure of being overwhelmed and then ends with an attempt to escape that overwhelm through procrastination. So as long as you're caught in this cycle, there's no escape. You can't even enjoy the recuperative benefits of guilt-free leisure time. Suddenly, any time spent on play, and even time spent on more enjoyable work, starts to feel like an uneasy shirking or avoidance from what you should be doing. And so, by negatively affecting the way you think and feel about your work, leisure, yourself, and your chances for success, procrastination becomes a part of your identity. So instead, you can cultivate the now habit, the ability to put aside fear of failure, the terror of feeling overwhelmed, and low self-esteem by focusing your mind on what you can start now. The skills and strategies of this Now Habit program will let you think of yourself like a producer, feel like a producer, and act like a producer as well. A new definition of procrastination. Dozens of books offer pop psychology theories about why people procrastinate. They actually encourage self-criticism by giving you additional negative labels. And they imply that you're lazy by making greater demands for self-discipline and organization. But there's a big difference between just diagnosing what's wrong and actually providing a system that enables you to correct it. People who've been procrastinating for years on major life goals are already pretty good at self-criticism. So instead, what they need are positive, practical techniques for getting beyond the stumbling blocks and on to achieving their goals.
To move. I don't know. Said I don't know what to do. Over and over and over. Hey. See, I'm so scared to lose. Over and over again. That's why I'm asking you, babe. Don't you know it's fair? Hey. And I wanna let go.
Still get comprehension. In fact, some results show that you actually have better comprehension from speed reading than actual normal sub-vocalization. The third technique is called mind mapping. Alright, and mind mapping is a note-taking technique that basically creates a visual written web of information and how information links. What does that mean? So, say you had a piece of paper. You would write, let's say you got your favorite book now, chapter 1 about the book. And then you make a web and say segment 1 out of chapter 1, segment 2 out of chapter 2, segment 3 out of chapter 3, segment 4. You make a bubble around those. And as you read, you would make branches and nodes off that web structure. Because that's how the mind thinks. When you think, you don't think left to right as you write or straight up and down. You don't think in a linear, strictly logical fashion. What happens is you have an idea, and that idea has you thinking another idea, and then the ideas bounce off and bounce on and bounce again. I actually brought like a board and stuff, and I was going to like do an example with a marker, but I mean we'll do that for the video. But I do have this. These are the notes I made before I presented to help me stay on track. You can see an example of a mind map just using that. It's also good to use multicolored pens, a black and a blue pen, so that you can, without having to think about it, know the difference between the title of a thing and your actual notes. And those are the techniques. So in conclusion, I really appreciate you guys, your attention. Attention to me is a spiritual thing, right?
That was so deep, dog. That was so deep.
I know you guys are ready for the physical food. We had enough mental food. I appreciate your patience. And I'm glad you guys are here. This was actually really good practice for me. A few things.